Okay, so we're back. It is Saturday at 12:40. It's like 9, 12:43 p.m. So Saturday afternoon on October 9th. Not much has changed since yesterday. Let me pull up Million Token. So there's still no explanation for this big run up. Like we went up 100% in a day. And I was thinking earlier today, I'm wondering if there was like some type of group out there, like on a forum, and they just kind of pump and dump tokens. That's the only thing I could think of right now, where people get together and they say we're gonna pump this coin on such and such date and time, and of course, what happens is the early people that get in early, they start buying early, and and then the people that dumb money comes in later to pump the early people's bags. But if that's what happened, then the people that bought at the top, they're going to be stuck holding Million Token, right? I don't think they're going to sell, but I would think that forum for pumping my bags, if that's the case, because we're still up quite a bit, right? From the $12 range, we're up 43% in a couple of days. So I'm still happy with that. But let's say this is the case that the bears want to drive this down more for whatever reason. So if you take a fib level from the peak to the bottom here, you've noticed that we topped out at this golden pocket range and we came down. And I tweeted on Twitter that if you take the top of this peak to the bottom, well, now we're lower, but so I guess it doesn't matter. I thought we would peak out here at this golden pocket. I thought they would drive it up before driving it back down, but that didn't play out. And so I'm going to delete these. So if you drag the fib level from the bottom to the top here, the peak, and we're at the golden pocket now, right? Let's see, let's put that right about there. And I was saying, I'm going to buy some between $17 and $18, and I bought some last night. I would have bought some more yesterday, but the gas fees were too damn high. Yeah, the Ethereum network wanted to charge me like $200 for gas fees if I bought yesterday, and the price was basically the same when I bought last night. I bought it above $18, a little bit above $18, but below 19. But I made the mistake. I thought if I put a 2% slippage on my order, because my orders are pretty big, and I didn't want to wait very long for my order. I just kind of wanted it to go through. But even a 2% slippage, and I had high gas fees, hoping that would get pushed through real fast. Some bot still front run me. They pushed up the price 2%, so my order would go through, and then once my order went through, they would sell. I think, yeah, that's what had happened. So learn from my mistake. You could if you're buying Million Token with thousands of dollars, you might have to increase the slippage. But I think most people just stick with the default of like 0.5% or whatever. And if you're buying even a few $1,000s, I wouldn't go above 1%, maybe even 0.5%. And I'm surprised the bot did that because they had to pay gas fees, buying before me and then paying gas fees selling right after me, and they paid like $60 or something like that, but to squeak out like a $20 profit. I mean, money's money, but I lost like $72. I think I calculated out in my investment because I got front ran by a bot because I put a 2% slippage. So even a small 2% slippage, those bots, they see that order coming through and they'll put even a higher gas fee than what I put in just to get their order to put in before me. So yeah, be real careful with that slippage. And I'm wondering if I go back in time, if I looked on the Etherscan, how many times a bot front ran me. I don't think so because I read the Etherscan kind of like reading a book, and I don't think I remember catching that. But the bots have definitely gotten better, faster, smarter since Million Token first came out in July. So just watch out for that. So yeah, Million Token was in the golden pocket. We're actually below it, and we've found support on the 21 moving average on the 4 hour, which is really a really good sign. It's like finding a 21 moving average support like on Bitcoin on the weekly, 4 hours is the one I always watch because million token just moves up and down so fast. But yeah, and there's a tremendous amount of support down here where all these moving averages are converging, right? So that's nice to see how they're all there. We'll get support by one of these lines if we go a lot lower. $15.40 on the high end. The low end's $14.70. Still higher than $12. I'll take that. And pretty soon we're going to see these fast moving averages cross over, like here, the 21 moving average cross over these slow moving average. So that's like, a golden cross, right? On the higher time frames, it's more significant, but it's just nice to see that on the 4 hour too, because when was the last time this 4 hour 21 moving average crossed, any of these other three lines, right? And then, we crossed all of them recently. So that's with million token. I bought a couple hundred earlier today. I'm buying million token by the hundreds. And as I said, if I buy it and it goes down lower, I'm going to just chill, wait for my next paycheck next week and buy a couple hundred more then, as long as it keeps going down. I'm not worried about, small price movements, even though I know it's a big difference between 18 and, $17 or 16. But long term, I mean, we're looking at giant moves with the crypto market, right? Let me see if I could find this chart here by Tech Dev. So, he's trying to show us where we are in Bitcoin. I mean, 2013, 2017, and here we are in 2021. I mean, if it goes like this in the next couple months, million tokens I'm hoping, and alts in general will just go to the moon. So, $18 for me was a good buy. And, for me, dollar cost averaging once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'm okay with that. I can't buy a lot like you guys can on Polygon. People keep asking me why I'm not Polygon. So I'll just tell you one more time is when you're buying big orders, the liquidity is better. I can get more million tokens on Uniswap than I can on the other chains. That's it in a nutshell. Although, I was thinking about moving some of those assets to the Polygon network and just use limit orders, which is another great strategy because you're not going to get front run by bots if you use limit orders. And, but then I saw Astro, he had posted like a picture of, right here. I think that was Astro. Yeah. I posted one day, it was like over 1,000 Gwei, and he was saying that it cost him over $1,000 to move stuff from, I think it was from the Polygon network back to ETH. So bridging between ETH and Polygon network costs $1,000 now. I'm like, wow. I think when I did it weeks ago, it cost me like, was it between $40 and $60? I can't remember at the top of my head, but now it's $1,000. And, I don't know if this fee is based on how many assets. Well, this was probably million token perhaps, or maybe it was USDC. Astro, was this a big move, or were you just moving a small well, you wouldn't move a small transaction if it cost you $1,000, but that's just crazy. And yeah, so I'm going to talk a little bit about something else here. So I was doing some research on Solana, right? There's a great thread I came across on Discord about the Solana bridge guidance thread. I'll post a copy. I'll post a link in the chat. Hopefully that works. So basically, I wanted to learn how to use, Solana and Moonriver and all the other stuff. But then I came to the conclusion that it just wasn't worth it for me because of the liquidity. It's not there yet. But I was going through this thread, and everybody should read it because there's so much information here between, I think, Tux Panic and Freezing Hot. And I mean, I guess I kind of knew this, but, if you go to, let me just go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to go to Etherscan and pull up these are the big wallets on Etherscan. Okay, so you've got the Polygon bridge here at number 4 holding like 36,337. So the way these bridges work, whether if you're on the Polygon network or the Binance Smart Chain or Solana or whatever, I'm going to just talk about Polygon network. So when you are either transferring, let's say you want to transfer your million token over to Polygon network, the bridge, it gets deposited in the bridge, and then the bridge will spit out a token representing the real million token that's backed on the Ethereum blockchain. So for me, if you want to hold the real million token on the Ethereum blockchain, you have to keep it on the Ethereum network in your wallet, and you have the keys. So let me explain this a little more. The reason why the fees are so low on these other blockchains like Polygon, Solana, and Binance Smart Chain is because, they're more centralized. They're not moving around these ERC20 tokens. So they give you a representation of your million token on their blockchain, and you can provide liquidity. You can buy and sell as many times as you want for much, much lower fees. So it was brought up in that discussion on Discord that, like, if the bridge ever gets hacked or something else happens, I think Andre on his YouTube channel was saying something about like a solar flare and something just messes up the bridge network. But basically, if the bridge gets hacked and somebody takes the original ERC20 million tokens, you're going to be out of luck holding these other tokens that represent the real ERC20 tokens. I think the risk is very small, but that's the risk that you take if you want to get on these other blockchains, buying and selling and doing what you want with your million token. I'm just bringing that up just because I don't think people are really aware. When you have million token on your wallet on Polygon network, yes, you own those million tokens, but those are the tokens, okay, that represent the real million token on the ERC20 that are on these bridges like Polygon network, 36,000. You've got AnySwap bridge, 56,000, and you got Gate.io. Like when you have when you're trading on Gate.io, you're just trading a representation of the real thing, and then when you want to cash out, they give you your real ERC20 tokens back if you want to put it on your in your wallet, unless you're setting it to Polygon or something like that. And then you've got the Binance Smart Chain in here somewhere. That's AnySwap 56,000. But yeah, I just find that really fascinating. I kind of knew that, but when I was reading all this, they get into a lot more detail. So yeah, definitely worth a read on Discord. So LionGov, you've got 9 hours right now to make your vote here. And again, this is ending tonight, I think 9 or 9:30 Central Time, Texas time. Again, just place a vote here, read what you're voting on, take it seriously. And the reason why you were voting is because it will give you a higher probability of getting a rare NFT. Carl wants to make sure he's not going to give a rare NFT to a dead wallet. He wants to make sure you guys are active. And but it'd be just terrible if you had a rare NFT and just sit in a wallet that nobody's using and it's not being used. Although it would make it more rarer. So we've got 139 votes. Let me do a quick refresh. That's a pretty good turnout. 150. Wow. That's awesome. And because I just loaded this page not too long ago. And Carl was showing off some more NFTs on his channel yesterday. Now, this is just a screenshot of a picture of a computer screen. So I know the clarity is not that good, but he went over a couple new NFTs. You should check out his Twitch or his YouTube page. And you've got this Claire de Moon already at top bid, $5,000. So bravo, whoever bid that. DO7C79 top bid. It went from $250 to $5,000. Good God. Let's see what else he's collected. Oh, he's going to stay anonymous. He must have made a new wallet. But I mean, he must have the $5,000 to make the bid. Yeah. If you go to his copy this and go into Etherscan, see what of a whale he is. I might do that later, but I don't need to do it here on the stream. So yeah, that's that. Let's see how the market's doing in general. To me, it looks like it's kind of going sideways. You know, you've got Bitcoin at like dancing and playing around with 55,000 and Ethereum at 3,600. It seems to be kind of mishmash. No big news with the crypto markets from a day-to-day basis. Let's see how Million Token is doing on defined. So we've got on Uniswap 1682, great deal. I bought it a lot higher than that earlier today. You've got PancakeSwap 1530. Wow, very, very good. And where's the other one? Polygon. Here it is at $17 and 56. Very high on Polygon, but sometimes it's lower. People go back and forth. I don't think a lot of people going back and forth trying to get the arbitrage. What you do is you just have your assets on all three networks. So when one's up, you could sell it when the price is high, and then when on one network, if the price is low, you buy there. But you wouldn't want to keep bridging back and forth. That you just get chewed up with fees. So, Bitcoin is, the same as yesterday, basically. So I don't think I need to go into any detail with Bitcoin, Ethereum. The altcoin cycle is still, dancing on the green moving line, which is, again, once we go up, you want to stay in alts. The thing that kind of caught my eye was the S&P 500 index. This is on the daily chart. We're still struggling. I mean, it looks like we had a down day yesterday. We couldn't get above this line, this green line, back in the channel. And I thought we would get support at this red line, and we broke through it and back down, and now it's acting as a resistance. So the S&P 500 is not looking good at all. And I think that's maybe why, Bitcoin's kind of going sideways. But, when things are going sideways, it's time to accumulate. And when there's fear in the market and the market tanks, like it did for me in, 2018, the whole crypto market tanked for a year. I guess I kept buying, not knowing when the bottom was going to be in. Well, I know now, the 4-year cycle is a lot better now. It's more popularized about the 4-year cycle. It really wasn't. People really didn't know anything about the 4-year cycle back in 2017. Although looking back on it now, it seems kind of obvious, the having approximate every 4 years. So I think that covers everything I want to talk about. Let me take a look at the chat real quick. Oh, I got to remove the disclaimer. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. And do your own research, and we'll get rid of Pepe there. And I wanted to show the chat. Okay. So I got my new hotkeys on my keyboard. I'm still learning them. I had them set for numbers on the side, but then when I type numbers, things would just go haywire. So let's see now. First question. Hey, how are you? Think it's time, travelers? He said it. That pumped the price. I've seen a couple of his videos, but I don't follow him regularly. I know his YouTube channel. He wants a Million Token wallet, but the only thing I have about that is people need a lot of trust in a wallet, and for me, Ledger and Trezor in particular, they're open source, and there's a lot of trust with those wallets. So, that just comes with time. So I don't know. I'm not sure why you would need a wallet for Million Token when you already have wallets out there. So I don't have any problems with my wallets. So even if you just use MetaMask, you just got to be real careful with, when you're not using your MetaMask, make sure you click that little round circle in the top right, and you'll see like a thing that says lock. just click that and it kind of signs you out. Or you can go to that manage extensions and then just turn it off and on there. But you want to make sure you sign out of MetaMask when you're not using it, just in case somebody takes your computer or you get hacked while your computer's online and you're not at the computer. Okay, so let's see now what else. Yeah, the other blockchains are low fee because they're proof of stake. Yeah, exactly. I see Carl's in the room now. How you doing, Carl? We're finalizing the NFTs today. Awesome. Yeah, I missed out on that artwork from the carnival guy, and somebody bought 3 of them, and somebody bought 2. I wanted to buy like I put a bid in for the 0.014 bid on it. You know, if somebody wants to sell me one of their 3 or 2, but I understand they're buying them because you offered, I think, 2 rare NFTs for each buy. So people were smart buying a couple more extras, but yeah, I unfortunately can't watch your channel most of the time because I'm sleeping on the East Coast here. So yeah, I hope that goes well. I think I'm really looking forward to the day that you do the live broadcasting of distributing the NFTs. I probably won't be able to watch it, but if you want to post in the chat what day you're doing that, so people know, or just check out your stream. Omni Contact says the key of the bridged tokens is that they're all still limited by 1 million token and can be redeemed for each other through the bridges. Yeah. Any blockchain is at risk for a 51% attack like BTC2. So, yeah, my thing is the risk is if the bridge gets hacked by, insider at wherever. I mean, as long as everything works fine, fine. But if you really want to own your million token, they need to be in a wallet on the Ethereum blockchain, is my point of view. Because everything else on the other protocols, you're owning a representation of the million token ETH. It's not a big deal, but just be aware of the risk. That's all. And then Global Vision says, I cannot recover MM to ETH. Yeah, you should be able to. I don't know what blockchain you're looking at or how much MM you have. You want to make sure the liquidity is there. I remember seeing that in the Discord, something about, if you're redeeming or buying stuff, you have to make sure the liquidity is there. And obviously when you are buying something on like Uniswap or QuickSwap, do the calculations. Like when it says how many million token you get or how many USD you're supposed to get, do the calculations and see if that seems right. And then just wait if it doesn't, if you want to get more million token or more USDC. But you shouldn't just go blindly buying stuff on exchanges, right? You should pull up, QuickSwap exchange, compare that with a Uniswap exchange and take it into fees account. But yeah, I don't know what the fees are to bridge over to Polygon, but once Coinbase, integrates Matic network, it's going to be a lot easier just to, send over your Matic to the Polygon and then buy a million token with it. And there's no crossover or anything. The only thing I'm thinking of is I was having this discussion with Astro on Twitter, I think yesterday or the day before. If the fees are going to be that high to bring tokens over onto, let's say, Polygon network, people probably won't want to move their million token over onto my Polygon network if the fees are $1,000. I just don't know. But if people weren't providing liquidity in the first place, and it was very rare because everybody was just holding it in their wallets, the price would absolutely moon, I think. But then you wouldn't be able to sell your million token either, because if there's no liquidity there, then the price is going to drop a lot. So there's 2 sides to both coins, really. But hopefully in the future, where crypto is considered currency, you won't have to you know, traded it back and forth into dollars, right? Like El Salvador, they're doing that with Bitcoin now. You could just go into a store, McDonald's or Burger King or Pizza Hut, and buy your meal with Bitcoin. You don't have to worry about the conversion. So when that happens in general, and people just take big cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to do that crossover, I think crypto's really going to explode. I mean, crazy. And speaking about what might also drive Bitcoin crazy is, I saw on Twitter that there might be like 4 ETFs going to get approved by the end of this month. So I think one has already been approved. Kind of the best thing close to an ETF. Basically, something got approved where it was like a fund manager with stocks, but they were basically stocks that focus on holding BTC, like MicroStrategy. So basically, it's like an ETF, but it's just so much simpler to buy a Bitcoin. What's going to happen, right? Is these people that think they're so smart, these hedge funds managers, and think that and whatever. Oh, I'll just buy MicroStrategy for the exposure to Bitcoin, right? But 10 years later, when Bitcoin's what people want to have when you're buying and selling stuff, they're not going to have it. They're going to have like that representation, that token representation, right? No, they have stock. No, you need to. Merchants aren't going to want to take some representation of Bitcoin. They want the Bitcoin. Send it to my wallet. I want to see it's the real thing. So the people now that are like you and me buying the actual crypto and holding it in our wallets, that's really going to pay off in the future. People that are buying like these ETFs that are based on paper, they're going to they're looking at their statements, 5-10 years later, and they think they're going to be rich. What they're going to realize is, if the merchants aren't going to take US dollars, right? Let's say you're going to need to cash out your ETF Bitcoin or whatever. So you're going to get dollars for that. No merchant's going to want that. If fiat's going to go to the way of the crapper. So you need to actually own the actual Bitcoin. More people should be talking about this. When the merchants only want crypto, they don't want USDC because it's a better store of values, for Bitcoin or whatever. That's going to change everything. And I think, some people in El Salvador, I don't think like it, but I think they're the minority. I hear different views on that. But eventually they'll learn, years from now, that Bitcoin was the right move to go to for them. And then it'll just kind of convert everybody over. It's a learning experience. Once you know what to do, it's easy. And the younger generation, they just pick up on this so quick. Missile says, doing great, Tim. Hope you're doing well. Yep, I'm doing pretty well. I still got to do my tax record. So, man, I so don't want to do that. So October 10th is the date for the randomization. Okay. So Sunday. Okay. Tomorrow. Awesome. Astro will be making an open source web for this. Yes. We'll be live on air at 9 p.m., but we post it on YouTube. Very good. And Astro's honorary MM lead, Deb, go Astro. Yeah, he does just amazing work. And Tux Panic too. And I don't know how to pronounce the other one, Lux or something. Yeah, they just tremendous amount of work. Yeah, 37. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I posted on Twitter. Let me pull it up. What is this here? Oh, that was something else. So I made a comment earlier that anybody that buys exactly 37 million tokens this weekend should get a free NFT by Astro. And he says, oh, he's cool with it. So, but that's like almost $700, right? Let me see. Let's just say a million tokens around $16 an average times 37. That's $592 plus fees. So here we go. So I said, just retweet this and make it go viral because, it'd be nice. We're below the golden pocket now. Like if Bitcoin takes off this weekend or next, whenever it takes off, and we're at this golden pocket here, this can just turn into like a cup and handle, right? It looks like it's kind of arcing kind of down. It could arc kind of up, and then we'll have a cup and handle and then launch. But, for me, I didn't even want to wait I bought even just above the golden pocket. I just wanted to get it over with and enjoy my weekend, and then I'm not fussing over a dollar two or here. You know, I was buying all the time down here in that yellow box and below. So for over a month. So you know what? I'm not gonna worry about a couple bucks. So yeah, if you like this, retweet it, and I'm sure Astros just give you a 37 picture NFT or whatever. But you know that's not cheap. $592 for 37 million tokens. I suppose you could sell it after you get the NFT. After everybody pumps it. But no, you know, I'm against that though. Yeah, we don't have any we didn't make the rules on this. Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm gonna make end the stream here. It's been 32 minutes, and I think if I keep blabbing, there's so much lag on the YouTube stream, it kills the vibe. So yeah, I wasn't even planning on doing one today, but that's cool. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and enjoy the weekend. I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye bye.